friends, today we're going to do the story of Moses seeing the burning bush from Exodus chapters 2 through 4. Before we start that, though, I want to look over here. I have a piece of paper in a bowl, and I've done a little experimenting with it already, and I wanted to do a little experiment with you, so I have also a lighter. We're going to light this on fire, and I'm not going to leave it burning the whole time, but I just want us to look at what normally happens when something is lit on fire. Do you see what's happening? It's eating away at that piece of paper and it's being consumed. There used to be a large piece over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this out. It would keep doing that. It would keep burning and being consumed. So there was a chunk of paper right over here, and now it's all gone and turned to ash. It has been consumed. Well, today we're going to learn how God doesn't always follow natural laws. So naturally, that's what happens when things burn. But today in our story, that's not what happens. Okay, we're going to do Moses and the burning bush. Moses was keeping the flock of his father-in-law. He led his flock to Horeb, the mountain of God, and the Lord appeared in a flame of fire out of a bush. Moses looked. He saw the bush was burning, but the bush was not burning up. That means it wasn't following our natural law like this did. It didn't get consumed. It was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. God called Moses, Moses, and Moses said, "Here I am." Then God said, "Do not come near. Take your sandals off. This is holy ground." And he said, "I am God." Moses was afraid to look at God. Then the Lord said, "I have seen my people in Egypt. I know their sufferings. I will send you to bring my people out of Egypt." Now, Moses is kind of like the rest of us sometimes, and he doesn't feel like he's worthy. But Moses said, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh? Who am I that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt?" But God said, "I will be with you." Then Moses answered, "But they'll not believe me." The Lord said, "What is in your hand?" Moses said, "A staff." God said, "Throw it on the ground." So Moses threw it, and it became a serpent. Then Moses put out his hand, and it became a staff. So again, God's not following the natural laws. It was a stick, and he turned it into a snake, and then from the snake back to a stick. Again, the Lord said, "Put your hand inside your cloak." And when Moses did, his hand was white like snow, like leprosy. And then God said, "Put your hand back inside your cloak." And when Moses took it out, it was like the rest of his flesh, just normal. But Moses said, "Oh, my Lord, I'm slow of speech." And the Lord said, "Aaron, your brother, he can speak well. He'll speak for you. I will teach you both what to do. And take your staff. You shall do the signs with it." Moses went back to his father-in-law, Jethro. He said to him, "Please let me go back to my brothers in Egypt." And Jethro said to Moses, "Go in peace." So when Moses was approached by God and he saw that burning bush, and he saw that it wasn't following the natural laws, you would think that he would think to himself, well, God can do anything. He can use me. He can use anybody. If he can make a bush burn but not be consumed, surely he can use me. But Moses was feeling like he's not good enough. But with God and through God, we can do all things. We can do all things. And so today, I want us to think about the power that we have through the Father. So God can do anything. That means he could heal this coronavirus like that. He could help us all be able to go back to school like that. And so today our craft has to do with God being able to do anything, and it has to do with the burning bush. So I'm going to turn my camera around here. We are going to make a little burning bush today. So the first thing you do is, out of construction paper, just cut the bush shape, and I put on the words, "God can do anything." And then I got some tissue paper to be my flame so that they would stick out, but it wouldn't change the bush at all, since the bush was burning but not consumed. You can use construction paper, tissue paper, streamers, toilet paper that you've colored, whatever. But then you're going to put that on there, glue it on there, and it will be your bush that's burning but not consumed. And then I just wanted to remind myself that God can do anything, even if it's against what would normally be the laws of nature.